Hello everyone. It's your friendly neighborhood Ichino-ani here. How are you all doing today? Today is April 10th, a lovely Thursday in 2025. Alright class, gather round. Today for our Trending Archive segment, we're looking at a super interesting paper from the world of social and information networks. What is that? It's got a bit of a long title. Let's see. The beauty for Community Based Economies is Egalitarian and Sustainable Futures. Wow, that's a mouthful. It's by K.P. Robinson and Iroquois, L. Robert and Bennett and Gustico and Michael Marybear from the University of Michigan. So what's this big paper all about? Well, think about how computers and robots and AI are changing everything. Sometimes it feels like it's making things not so great, right? The paper says things like automation and making stuff really fast in big factories can sometimes lead to problems. Like, some people are getting super rich while others don't have enough. Or lots of pollution. And sometimes, work isn't fair or fair. Plus, all the stuff we buy and throw away, it adds up. And things like social media can spread wrong information and make people argue more. But wait, don't worry. The paper says, what if we could use these same technologies and AI and robots in a totally different way? What if we could use them to help build friendlier local economies? They call them Community Based Economies, or true short. Imagine a little town your neighborhoods where technology helps people work together, share things, and make sure everyone benefits, including our planet. The goal is to make things more democratic, more fair for everyone, and more sustainable, like taking care of our Earth. The really cool idea in this paper is called Generative Justice. Think about it, Goddard, okay? Plants grow and use the soil, but then when they decompose, they give nutrients back to the soil, right? It's a cycle. Generative justice is like that. It's his value with the money we earn. The things nature gives us, and the good feelings we get from community should circulate back to where it came from. It shouldn't just be, extracted or taken away by big companies far away without giving back. This paper talks about value from nature, value from our work, and value from our social connections. They give an amazing example from history. The Iroquois people long ago had this system called the rotary sisters growing corn, beans, and squash together. The corn stalks helped the beans climb. The beans put nutrients back in the soil for the corn, and the squash leaves shaded the ground. See? A natural cycle. And this cycle supported their community, their work sharing, even their democratic way of making decisions. It's pretty inspiring. But today, things are often mixed up. Think about the Arduino, that little computer board lots of makers and hobbyists use. It's great because it's open source, meaning people share designs freely. That's a nice generative cycle. The computer chips inside, they might be made in factories with those problems we talked about earlier, like pollution or tough working conditions. So, it's a mix of good cycles and not so good extraction. So this paper asks, can we use computers and AI on purpose to build more of those great generative cycles like the Iroquois had? But for today, they suggest three main rules or principles. One, the prefigurative principle. It just means, if you want fairness in the future, you have to be fair while you're building the thing, right now. 2, the generative principle. Stop value from being sucked away. Make sure it flows back to the worker's nature and the community. And 3, the solidarity principle. Technology should help individuals be free and help people support each other. Now, how could this look in our everyday lives? Let's think of some examples. First, imagine designing a website or app for local shops. Instead of a big company deciding everything, the local shop owners and customers designed it together. Maybe the app shows you exactly where your food came from in the neighborhood, or helps you find products made from recycled materials right here. That makes the Quindex design really user-friendly and community-friendly. Second up, think about voice assistants, or maybe even gesture controls for artists or craftspeople. Instead of just ordering stuff online, maybe a voice assistant could help a local weaver find recycled yarn nearby, or suggest patterns based on traditional designs from their culture. Third, what about accessibility? Imagine a platform for your neighborhood where people trade skills and help each other out with an hour of gardening for an hour of babysitting. Technology could make this super easy for everyone to join, even older folks or people with disabilities. It could track the hours and connect neighbors, building real community support. That's using tech for solidarity. How is this different from other tech? Well, a lot of technology today is extractive. Think about social media, platforms that use our data, or apps that pay workers very little. This paper suggests a generative approach. It's bottom up, meaning the community members have more control. It's about circulating value locally, not just sending profits far away. It tries to find a sweet spot between letting individuals and the thing in helping the whole community thrive together, unlike purely top-down systems that failed in the past. Of course, the paper also says it's not super easy. Big companies have a lot of power, and sometimes laws and old habits make it hard to change things. So we need smart technology and supportive rules. But the main message is really hopeful. It says we can choose to use technology differently. We can use computing to help build economies that are fairer, kinder to the planet, and better for everyone in the community. We just need to be thoughtful and work together, like good classmates. That's all the time we have for today's trending article. Super interesting stuff, right? Gives us lots to think about. This has been ichino-ani. See you next time. Bye-bye.